Many people have noticed that women have been underrepresented in the field of STEM. As we know, STEM is an acronym and stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which contributes to high college job growth and economic innovation. According to the Census Bureau's 2009 American Community Survey, women comprise 48% of the U.S. workforce but just 24% of workers in STEM fields. Engineers are the second largest STEM occupational group, but only about 1 out of every 7 engineers is female. Those statistics show clearly that men are much more likely than women to have a tech-related career. In this video, I will analyze the reason of the large gender gap in the field of STEM and try to propose some possible solutions to fill the gender gap in STEM based on what I learned in class. This particular aspect of the case is significant to me because as a female who wants to career in STEM field myself, I really want to prevent women from being discriminating when doing tech-related jobs. Everyone should enjoy equal rights, no matter which gender you are and which field you are working in. If someone made contributions to society, whose efforts should be respected. Lawrence Summers, the president of Harvard University, told the Boston Globe that research in behavioral genetics is showing that things people previously attributed to socialization won't do to socialization after all. According to my research, some scholars indicate that human thoughts are divided into two parts. One is affective thinking and the other is rational thinking. Affective thinking contains the parts of emotions such as love, hate, happiness, and so on, while rational thinking composes inference, deduction, demonstration, and etc. So again, which is responsible for thinking is our brains. Brain has a clear-cut division of labor. For the right part, it thinks effectively, while for the left part, it thinks rationally. Because of the biological differences between women and men, it indicates that most males have a more developed left brain and larger inferior parietal lobule, which controls numerical brain function, than females. That is the reason why men are good at rational thinking, which contributes to their well performance in science subjects such as math and engineering. Here I invite a graduate student, Claire, who majors in psychology, about the differences of brain structures between males and females. Hi Claire, can you tell me something about why women often report difficulty with special tasks both on tests and in real life?
That's because the parietal region is thicker in the female brain, making it harder for them to mentally rotate objects, which is an important spatial skill.
Whether spatial skill can be developed, is it right that most men are sharply left brain dominant?
Actually, the structure of brain is formed partly by nature, partly by nurture. Cultures shape our behaviors by defining how we ought to behave in a particular social position. We can see this shaping power in gender roles, the social expectations that guide our behaviors as men or women. As in our society, there is a clear cut of gender roles. Women are lack of opportunities to develop their spatial skills so that they are not only worse at working in STEM, but also have no interest in it. I actually was not good at math and science since I was a puppy. When I was about 3 to 10 years old, my mom read storybooks for me, and when I knew how to read, I bought various kinds of books. I have a younger brother, Tommy, who is now in high school. Tommy is very interested in mechanical engineering, and he plans to major in ME after entering college. Instead of reading stories for Tommy, our mom bought puzzles and building blocks as toys for him. Tommy is good at fixing appliances. When the projector or the computer is broken in his class, he always volunteers to fix them. Tommy likes stripping machines when he is free, from an alarm clock to a calculator. So long as he can find one, it would be his toy. Under these influences, a boy is more likely to develop his interest in STEM along with his logical thinking.
Thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Claire's words about gender roles remind me of essentialism, which I learned in class. Essentialism is a belief that particular groups of people have set characteristics. For example, girls and women want to be married and have babies. Men are logical, women are emotional. Thinking about the Lego friend video I watched in class, Lego announced that after 4 years of intensive research, they have finally come up with a Lego product that fulfills the desire of how girls naturally build and play. This new theme is called Lego Friends and it's a pink and purple, gender segregated, suburban wasteland populated by Barbie style dolls. I believe the reason of the existence of gender gap in STEM fields mostly is nurture. According to the reading, Why So Few? Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, written by Hill, Corbett, and Rose. Bias, often unconscious, limits women's progress in scientific and engineering fields. Also, the article, The 5 Biases Pushing Women Out of STEM, mentions that women in STEM report they have to provide more evidence of competence than others to prove themselves. Colleagues have suggested they should work fewer hours after having children. At work, they find themselves pressured to play a stereotypically feminine role. Women in their work environments spot one another. They've been mistaken for either administrative or custodial staff. In the lecture, we also mentioned that women are often ignored or written out of technology history. Walter Isaacson, the author, Stephen Jobs' biographer and father, only learned of Ada Lovelace, a female and the first person to write code, through his daughter's college essay. One of the solutions, according to the lecturer, is the paternity leave. Dads who take time off can not only help mothers stay connected to the workforce, but also end up more involved in their children's direct care. They can be more competent and committed fathers later on, and they also can attribute to more even stability of unpaid domestic labor. Another solution I can come up with is I think parents should treat their children in the same way and give girls more opportunities to develop their special skill. Encouraging girls to have a STEM major and telling them you can do as good as those boys is also a good way to increase women's population in STEM.